Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you can hear me, please confirm in the chat window, please. Jazakumullah khairan. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Wa rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So there are only few slides left for the background of lesson 11. We will complete that few slides, and if you have any questions related to the lesson number 10. So if you have any questions related to this presentation, which I've been taking from few days, so you can clarify that today. Otherwise, we will move to the textbook today after I finish this few slides which are left. Okay. So so when we are talking about Al-Jumlatul-Ismiyyah, Al-Jumlatul-Ismiyyah have three things in it: Al-Mubtada, Al-Khabar, and Mutalik bil-Khabar. Al-Mubtada, Khabar, and Mutalik bil-Khabar. Okay. Now, what is Mubtada? It is subject matter of the sentence, that is Mubtada. So this is just for your revision. And it is marfu'. Mubtada is marfu'. And it is most of the time ma'rifa. Most of the time it is ma'rifa. Now you have learned exception when it is not ma'rifa, it is nakira. What is that? When is mubtada nakira? Can you reply in the chat? There is a situation in which mubtada comes as nakira also. So does anyone have answer for this? Now mubtada is most of the time ma'rifa, but there are situations in which mubtada is nakira, and you have learned that. No one remembers that? Yes. Khabar muqaddam. Yes. Okay. So there are situations when mubtada muakhar is there, then it is nakira also. Okay. Then, okay. So mubtada, inshallah, there are still few things left related to mubtada. You will learn it inshallah later on. Khabar is the news or information about mubtada. Okay, it is the news or information about mubtada. And it is mostly nakira, but khabar comes as ma'rif also. And in this textbook, you have seen many examples when khabar is coming as ma'rif also. But mostly it is nakira. Khabar is marfu. Khabar is marfu. Now, I explained to you last time that a Jumla Ismiya can also be Khabar. Now, in that case, we will stick to this rule that Khabar is Marfu. Now, when Jumla Ismiya comes as Khabar, now Jumla Ismiya will consist of at least Mubtada and Khabar. Okay. Now, this Jumla Ismiya we will call it as, when it comes as a khabar, we will call it as fi mahalli raf, fi mahalli raf'in, in place of rafa. Understood? And I explained to you that the scholars of Arabic grammar say they make a rule, and when there are some exceptions, so they have some, some exceptional things. So they say, okay, now khabar is mubtada, is marfu, khabar is marfu. So now Jumla Ismiya is not one word, it is several words. So how do we say? So they'll say, okay, in place of rafa. So that means the whole Jumla is marfu. You can say that, okay, in place of rafa. Now today, you are going to learn new khabar and Jumla fi'liya as khabar also. Okay. You have learned Jumla fi'liya, but Jumla fi'liya coming as khabar, inshallah, today I will take some examples of that. So khabar can come as Jumla fi'liya also. Now this completes the topic of khabar. This completes the topic of khabar. So these are the things you have to remember about khabar, that it is the news or information about mubtada. Mostly it is nakira, but it comes as ma'rifa also. It is marfu'. Now Jumla Ismiya can be khabar. So we will say when Jumla Ismiya is khabar, we'll say it is fi mahalli rafi'. And even Jumla fi'liya can come as a khabar, and that time even we will call Jumla fi'liya as fi mahalli rafi'. Understood, brothers and sisters? If you have any difficulty understanding this, please ask me in Zoom chat, okay, or on YouTube chat. So this completes the topic of khabar. Now, muta'alliq bil khabar is again the information of khabar. It is the information of khabar, and it is only two types: jar majroor and zarf. Jar majroor and zarf. That is muta'alliq bil khabar. Let's take the example of Jumla fi'liya as khabar. Okay. Let's take the example of Jumla fi'liya as khabar. Now I have this sentence: Hamidun dhahaba ilal masjidi. Hamidun dhahaba ilal masjidi. Can anyone tell me the meaning of this sentence? Hamidun dhahaba ilal masjidi. Hamid went to the masjid. Yes, to some extent, this is correct. To be more specific, I will say Hamid, he went to the masjid. We can say that also, right? Hamid, comma, he went to the masjid. This is more specific, right, brothers and sisters? Hamid, he went to the masjid. Why? Because Zahaba is coming after Hamid. Zahaba is coming after Hamid. So Zahaba is, it has the sense of he hidden in it. So we can say Hamid, he went to the masjid. What kind of Jumla is this? This is starting with Hamid, which is ism. So it is Jumla Ismiya. It is Jumla Ismiya. Now let's do the analysis of this, brothers and sisters. Hamid is what? What is Hamid? Hamid is Mubtada. Yes, it is ism, but what is? Because it is Jumla Ismiya. Now let's do the analysis of this, Zion. You have to do the analysis of this. Yes. So it is ma'rifa because it is the name of a person. It is name of a person and it is mubtada. And it is mubtada. Yes, it is mubtada. And mubtada is marfu. Is marfu. Now the remaining part of the sentence is ذهب إلى المسجد. ذهب إلى المسجد. What is the meaning of this? Just this part. Assume Hamid is not part of the sentence. ذهب إلى المسجد. What does this mean? What is the meaning of this? He went to the masjid. He went to the masjid. Yes. Now, what kind of sentence is this? Just this. What kind of sentence is this? This is Jumla fi'liya. Very well done. This is Jumla fi'liya. Why? Because it is starting with dhahaba. It is starting with dhahaba. And dhahaba is fa'il. What is fa'il here? What is fa'il here? Fa'il is the doer of fa'il. Mustatir. Fa'il is mustatir. It is hidden here because, yes, huwa. Fa'il is huwa. Now, fa'il always comes before fail or after fail? It is always after. So anything before fail is not fa'il of that fail. Anything before fail is not fa'il of that fail. Okay? Just give me a minute. Okay. So, okay. Dhahaba ila al-masjidi. Now, this is, I mentioned to you, this is a Jumla Ismiya. The whole thing is Jumla Ismiya. Hamidun Dhahaba ila al-masjidi. Hamid is Mubtada. Hamid is Mubtada. Now, the remaining part of the sentence is Jumla Fi'liya. So, this is what? This is Khabar. This is Khabar. As I mentioned in the previous slide, that Khabar can be Jumla Fi'liya also. Like Khabar can be Jumla Ismiya. In the same way, Khabar can be Jumla Fi'liya also. So this whole thing, Dhahaba ila al-masjidi, is Khabar. It is Jumla Fi'liya. And how will you say that? ذهب إلى المسجد is جملة فعلية خبر في محل رفع in place of رفع. It is occupying the place of رفع. Understood? Yes. Okay. This is clear, brothers and sisters. Now let's do the analysis of this. Only this sentence. You can further do the analysis of this. So ذهب is فعل. And fa'il, as you mentioned, is mustatir. And what is ilal masjidi? What is ilal masjidi? Jar majru, shibhu jumla. What is related to the mutalik bil khabar? Who said that mutalik bil Sister Sufia? MashaAllah. Well done, Sister Sufia. This is what I wanted to hear. Ilal masjidi is mutalik bil fail. Sorry. Mutalik bil fail. It will not be mutalik bil khabar, sister. Mutalik bil fail. Because it is Jumla Ismiya. Now I told you specifically, because this is Jumla Fi'liya. So I told you in Jumla Fi'liya, Mutalik bil Fail is what? What is Mutalik bil Fail in Jumla Fi'liya? Only jar majrur. Very good, very good. And mutalik bil khabar is what? Mutalik bil khabar is what? Jar Majroor and Zarf. Yes. Okay, remember this, brothers and sisters. This is very important. This is very important. So there are two mutalik you have learned. Mutalik bil khabar, which comes in Jumla Ismiya. Mutalik bil fil, which comes in Jumla fi'liya. Now, mutalik bil khabar are two things. Mutalik bil khabar are two things, jar majroor and zarf. And mutalik bil fi'l is only jar majroor. Understood? Okay. Yeah. Now, can we say this? The meaning of this, most of you said, Hamid went to the masjid. Hamid went to the masjid. Now, I have a question to all of you, and you can reply in the chat window. Can we say the same thing in Jumla fi'liya? Hamidun zahaba ila al-masjidi. It is a Jumla Ismiya. Can we say the same thing in Jumla fi'liya? Yes, good. How? Can you tell me the sentence? Zahaba Hamidun ila al-masjidi. MashaAllah. Zahaba Hamidun ila al-masjidi. Very good. Zahaba Hamidun ila al-masjidi. So what is the difference? This is Jumla fi'liya and this is Jumla Ismiya. Can anyone guess what is the difference between them? Yes, Hamidun is fa'il, and that is true in Jumla fi'liya. No, fa'il will never come before Jumla fi'liya, Zayan. So Zahamidun is not fa'il here. In Jumla Ismiya, here this Hamidun is not fa'il. Fa'il will always come before it. Fa'il will always come after it, after fail. I mean, why? Which sentence is more correct to say? Like, or which sentence? Both of them, they look very correct. Yes, ism comes first. That's why it is Jumla Ismiya. But why we have? Okay, there are two ways of saying. I will explain you the meaning. Now, this is Jumla fi'liya. Both of them are correct sentences, but I will explain you. In this sentence, in the first sentence, in this, Hamidun is subject, Mubtada, plus in this second one, the second part in the Khabar, he's saying he went to the masjid. So it is pointing to again Hamid, though it is not a, according to this Jumla fi'liya, it is not a file. Hamid is not directly as a file, but he is pointing to Hamid. So it is both subject as well as the doer in this sentence. A subject as well as file. Hence, there is more stress here. There is more stress in Jumla Ismiya. So how will I say the correct meaning of this is Hamid, he went to the masjid. So this he is creating a big difference. Hamid, he no doubt went to the masjid. If I want to stress something, brothers and sisters, I would say Hamid, he went to the masjid. Sure, he went to the masjid. You know, many times we say in other languages also. Okay. It's not exclusivity, like it's like more confirming, like it's though it's the meaning Hamid went to the masjid is again shows that he went to the masjid, but here it is more confirming, it's more emphasized. Yes, it's emphasized. Okay, it's stressing Hamid, he went to the masjid. That's the difference between the two sentences, brothers and sisters. Meaning is looks to be similar, but this Jumla Ismiya, see what a role it creates. It makes a bit, so most of the time, if you see in the normal language, okay, they'll be speaking in the normal sentences, it will be what? Jumla fi'liya. Okay. So he went here, he went there. So it will be zahaba, like that. Okay. But if I want to stress on something to emphasize more, then such sentence is constructed. Okay. Okay. So what new thing you have learned today is Jumla fi'liya comes as a khabar also. Okay. Jumla fi'liya comes as a khabar also. Now, I will take more examples of such, like such things. Nasara, Nasara al-Muslimu. Nasara means he helped. Nasara al-Muslimu. What is the meaning of this? And what this is Jumla fi'liya because it is starting with fi'l. Nasara al-Muslimu. No, Sister Najiba. Nasara al-Muslimu. This is Jumla fi'liya. The Muslim helped. What is fail and what is fa'il? Nasara fi'il. Yes. Al-Muslimu is fa'il. The Muslim helped. Is it clear, Sister Najiba? Sister Najiba? Okay. Okay. Now, and I can tell the same thing in Jumla Ismiya also. Al-Muslimu nasara. Al-Muslimu nasara. Now you tell me, what is the meaning of this? Sister Asha, you said you want to say maybe mustatir. Where is mustatir? Which one that I'm asking Sister Asha? You are saying mustatir for what? For the Jumla fi'liya or? One minute before I go into this sentence, I have a question for Sister Asha. Because she wrote mustatir. Mustatir, what is mustatir here? What is the meaning of mustatir? Yeah, Jumla fi'liya. So what do you mean? Mustatir means you said fa'il is mustatir here. This is what you mean? That was your answer? That's what you were telling? Okay, no, sister. I will tell you. Here, don't assume that whenever third person singular comes, the file is always mustatir. No. The file is either in the sentence or it is mustatir. There are two conditions. It will be either in the sentence or it will be hidden. Now, when you can see in the sentence, then it is always after fi'l. When you see in the sentence, then it is always after fi'l. So, and file is always marfu. File is always marfu. Now, this is fi'l. This is fi'l. Now, after fi'l, there is a ism coming al-muslimu, and it is marfu, and it is coming after fi'l. So here, file is not mustatir, sister. File is not mustatir. Here, file is present in the sentence. Okay? Here, file is present in the sentence. Is this clear, Sister Asha, or not? If not clear, if it is not clear, I will take you back to this slide when I explained fail and file. It's in the same chapter. Listen, just few slides back. I can go back. Is it okay? It's clear, right? Sure. Fine. Or do you want me to go back to those? Okay. Fine. Yes, sir. Now, al-Muslimu nasara. Now, Sister Asha, you tell me, what kind of sentence is this? This is already Jumla Ismiya. Now, in Jumla Ismiya, what do you see? What are the things you will be seeing in Jumla Ismiya? What do you see in Jumla Ismiya? What do you try to identify in Jumla Ismiya? Mubtada, well done. And Khabar. Okay. So what is Mubtada and what is Khabar here? Al-Muslimu is Mubtada and Khabar is Nasara. And what is Nasara? What is Nasara? It is fail. Okay. Now this is Khabar. You are saying Khabar. So what kind of Khabar is this? It is Jumla Fi'liya. This is Jumla itself. I told you when I was explaining Fi'l, I was telling you Fi'l by itself is a Jumla. Fi'l by itself is a Jumla. If I say Kharaja, he left, it completes the meaning. So this is uniqueness about Fi'l. In Jumla Ismiya, at least you have to have Mubtada and Khabar or Mutalik bil Khabar. But in Fi'l, just Fi'l itself is a complete sentence. So this Nasara itself is a complete sentence. So this is Jumla Fi'liya. Now in this Jumla Fi'liya, what is Fi'l and what is Fa'il? In this Jumla Fi'liya, what is Fi'l and what is Fa'il? Okay, Fi'l is okay. Fa'il is Mustatir. Fa'il is Mustatir. Good. Good. Understood. Because this was the confusion with Sister Asha. She was, here it will be Mustatir. Here it will be Mustatir. Did she got or not? Sister Asha, is it clear to you now? Here. Here it will be Mustatir. So what will be the meaning of this? Yeah, he or huwa is defined. Yes. Okay, what will be the meaning of this sentence? Muslim helped him. Siraj, look at it. The Muslim, he helped. Well done. Muslim, he helped. The Muslim, he helped. Okay. There is a slight difference in the meaning. No, Sister Nahida. 1 minute. He is the Muslim helped. No. Al Muslimu, this Mubtada, the Muslim. Finish. Nasara, he helped. Finish. It's simple. The Muslim, he helped. Means there is a stress here. Why you are putting who there? There is no need to put who there. The Muslim, there is a stress on Muslim. Actually, the Muslim, he helped. Okay, that's the way of saying is Muslim, he helped. Means there is no doubt about others. So there is no, suppose there is a Muslim and there is a Christian. So you'll say, you're for sure you're saying the Muslim, he helped. It's not the Christian. I'm not against any religion here, but what I'm saying is it's emphasizing on who really helped, So the Muslim really had. Is this clear? Okay, so similar sentence here, Nasarat Muslimatu. Okay, do the analysis of this. Okay. The Muslim woman, yeah, the Muslimah helped. That's correct. Al Muslimatu Nasarat. Yes, the Muslim woman, she helped. That's correct. Yes. Okay, that's the difference. So I wanted to show you this, the same thing can be mentioned as a Jumla Ismiya and same thing can be mentioned in Jumla Fi'liya. But there will be slight difference in the meaning. Okay? There will be slight difference in the meaning. So here the slides are complete. Now we will go to the textbook. Now you'll find so many advanced topics are taken in the slides. So I expect you, textbook should be very easy for you to understand. Anyone would like to participate in reading the textbook? They can flag their hands. So can we change the sentences from failure to Ismiya and vice versa? I told you already, sister. Sister, your question is, so can we change the sentences from failure to Ismiya, vice versa? I told you already, it depends what you are trying to say. It depends on what you are trying to say. So if the situation is where you are putting we are emphasizing on something, so yes, you will use Jumla Ismiya, but if you are saying normally, you will use Jumla Fi'liya. It depends how you are. Okay. Okay, mashallah. Many people. Okay. So I will start with SF Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Yeah, start reading, brother.
Okay. الدرس العاشر.
Okay.
حامد. من أنت? Who are you?
Yes.
محمد. محمد.
Muhammadun.
محمد. أنا طالب بالجامعة. I'm a student from Jamia.
Okay, brother, I want you to take to mention the sign of last letter also in this book.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, you are stopping, so you are right. Bil
Okay.
Jami'ah, that is correct way to say, but for the sake of understanding for other students, for everyone, I want you to take the sign of the last letter also, okay?
Inshallah.
Okay, tell me again this sentence.
أنا طالب بالجامعة. I'm a student.
أنا طالب بالجامعة. Okay, what kind of sentence? I'm student.
I'm a student from Jamia.
Okay, now what kind of sentence is this?
It's Jumla Ismiya.
Okay, can you do the analysis of this?
Yeah.
Can you tell different parts of the sentence?
أنا هذا خبر مبتدأ. طالب طالب بالجامعة هذا خبر.
طالب بالجامعة is خبر.
Yes.
Do it in a more specific manner. Actually, I wouldn't say you are wrong. This is whole you can say as a khabar container, but I explained to you three parts of Jumla Ismiya. I said Mubtada, Khabar, and Mutalik bil Khabar.
Okay.
Okay, brother. I want you
Correct.
to do the analysis because I want everyone to know what are the different parts of Jumla Ismiya. Okay.
Okay.
So how will you analyze this now?
أنا هذا مبتدأ
Mhm.
طالب خبر
Good.
بالجامعة متعلق بالخبر.
متعلق بالخبر. Why this is متعلق بالخبر? Why this is متعلق بالخبر?
Though it is jar.
This is jar majroor. This is the answer. Yes, this is jar majroor. This is the answer. Good, good, brother. Good. Thank you.
Hamidun.
No one.
Okay.
I will ask the second person. Okay. So, Sister Najiba.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi.
Hamidun anta talibun jadidun.
Look at this sentence, question again, sister, and read it again.
Hamidun anta talibun jadidun.
Okay.
Are you a student? Are you a new student?
Okay. What is talibun jadidun?
Naat manut.
Okay. What is not? What is which one? What is not here and what is manut?
Jadid is naat and talibun is manut.
Manut. Well done. Yeah. Next.
Muhammadun naam ana talib jadid. Yes, I am a new student.
Can you repeat this again? Ana?
Naam ana talib jadid.
Sister, I mentioned that always take the signs of the last letters also. Okay.
Ana talibun jadidun.
Okay. Ana talibun jadidun.
Jadidun.
Okay. Can you do the analysis of this?
Ana mubtada, talib khabar, and jadid is mutaliq bin khabar.
Why it is mutaliq bil khabar? What is mutaliq bil khabar, sister?
Because it is extension of the khabar.
No. What is the definition of mutaliq bil khabar?
And
What are different kinds of mutaliq bil khabar?
Jaru majroor shibbu jumla.
And jar majroor and
zarf.
Zarf. Okay. So you are saying jadidun is mutaliq bil khabar. Is jadidun jar majroor?
No.
Is jadidun zarf?
No.
Why it is mutaliq bil khabar?
So it is not mutaliq bil khabar.
It is not mutaliq bil khabar. So
yes.
Here ana is mubtada, talibun is khabar, you are right, and this is naat of
talibun. Yes.
Or what you can say, sister, ana is mubtada, talibun jadidun, the whole thing is khabar, or the khabar container, as I was telling you. So the whole thing you can take it as a khabar container also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, now I will open for Siraj.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Min aina anta.
Okay, yes. Hamidun.
Hamidun min aina anta.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Muhammadun ana min al Hindi.
Okay.
Ana is mubtada. Min al Hindi is mutaliq bil khabar. Shibu jumla jar majroor.
Yes. So what is the meaning of this?
I am from India.
Okay, good. You want to, you can read the second part also.
Hamidun ma ismuka. Masmuka.
Okay, what is the meaning of that?
What is your name? Muhammadun ismi Muhammadun.
Ismi Muhammadun. Okay.
Ismi is mubtada, Muhammadun is khabar.
What is the meaning of Ismi Muhammadun?
My name is Muhammad.
Okay, and what is Ismi exactly? You said Ismi is mubtada, that is right. What is exactly ismi?
مضاف مضاف إليه.
Yes, mine. Okay. So
My
my name.
name.
Okay. Yes. So ism specifically, if you say ism is mubtada, but we will call this as mubtada container, ismi, the whole thing. And Muhammadun is khabar.
خبر.
Now Muhammadun is ma'rifa or nakira?
نكرة.
Muhammadun is
معرفة.
ma'rifa. Why it is ma'rifa?
Because it's my name.
It's the no Muhammadun.
محمد is معرفة.
Yeah, ma'rifa. Why it is ma'rifa? Because it's the name of a person.
Yes.
It's the name of a person. Though it takes tanween, but it's name of a person. Now it is khabar also. So here is the case of khabar, which is ma'rifa also. Okay. Most of the time khabar is nakira. I mentioned in this thing, but insert khabar comes as ma'rifa also. So this is the example of that. This is what I wanted to specifically. Okay. So there was more flags hands and they disabled. What happened? Okay, no problem. If anyone would like to read, you can flag your hands. Otherwise, I will continue further. Hamidun wam okay. Waman hadha al-fata alladhi ma'aka. Waman had, yeah, okay, I will. Waman hadha al-fata alladhi ma'aka, and who is this young boy with you? Okay, al-fata yani young person. Man hadha al-fata alladhi ma'aka, with you. Ma'a yani zarf, it is zarf, with you. Ma'aka. Muhammadun wa zamili. He is my colleague. Wa zamili. He is my colleague. Wa is mubtada here. Wa is mubtada here. And zamili, you can say it as khabar container. Specifically, khabar is zamilun here. And this is ya mutakallim. This is a combination of mudaf, mudaf ilayh. So why zamilu becomes zamili? Because there is a ya mutakallim added to that. So for a proper reading, you will put a kasra instead of zamilui. It is difficult to pronounce. So you say zamili. Okay. So next I will ask Sister Nafisun Nisa.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Hamidun ahwa ardan min al-Hindi.
Okay.
Is he even from India? Is he also from India?
Okay.
Muhammadun la huwa min al-Yabani.
Yes. What is the meaning?
No, he is from Japan.
He is from Japan. Can you analyze this sentence?
Yes, sir. I want to know what about la harfe
Yeah.
nafi.
This is harfe nafi. So treat it as harfe nafi only, and then do the analysis of it.
Huwa min
No.
al-Yabani. Yeah. Huwa is mubtada. Min al-Yabani is shibh jumla khabar.
Okay. That's good. Min al-Yabani is shibu jumla khabar. And what is the new terminology I have taught you?
Mutaliq bil khabar.
Mutaliq bil khabar. And why it is mutaliq bil khabar?
It has harf jar.
Yes, this is jar majroor combination.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So can you read the second part also?
Yes. Hamidun masmuhu. What is his name?
What is his name? Okay.
His name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Muhammadun ismuhu Hamzatu. His name is Hamza.
Okay. Tell me about this.
Is mubtada and mudaf ilayhi.
Good.
Hamzatu is khabar.
Hamzatu is khabar. And what kind of khabar is this?
Marfu.
Khabar is marfu. And
Yeah.
it's ma'rif also. Yeah.
Marifa is.
Okay. Good. Well done, sister. Sister Nahida, next. This one.
Hamidun
Yeah.
ma lugatuka ya Muhammadun.
Sister, there is huruf in nida here, which is ya. If you remember, there was a rule that I taught about huruf in nida. What happens when ya comes?
Ma lugatuka
Yes.
ya Muhammadun.
Muhammadu. So when
Muhammadu.
there is
Yes.
huruf in nida ya coming, this whoever is called munada, this is the one who is called, it will not take tanween. Remember that. Okay, sister? Okay, so it will be ma lughatuka ya Muhammadu. Okay,
Ya
it will not be
Muhammadu.
Muhammadun. It will be Muhammadu. Okay.
Okay.
So answer.
Muhammadun
Hmm.
lugati urdiyatu.
Lughatiyal urdiyatu.
Lugatiyal urdiyatu.
Okay. What is the meaning?
Muhammad is asking, what is your language, Ya Muhammad?
Okay.
And Muhammad is telling, my language is Urdu.
Urdu. Okay. Can you do the analysis of this?
Lugati is this one, my language. It is the container of Khabar.
This is Khabar.
Lugati,
What kind of combination is this, Lugati?
this one.
There are
Not, not.
So how many words are these? These are two words, sister. Lughatun, and there is ya mutakallim. There is ya attached to that. Okay. So it is my language, or I can say, see, how do I say my language? I can even say language of mine. I can even say, so when there is of, the sense of, what kind of combination is that? It is mudaf ilayh.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So lughatu is mudaf here, and it is also mubtada, and the whole thing you can call it as mubtada. Okay. And what is this?
This is the Khabar.
This is the khabar. Okay, well done, sister.
Thank you.
Yeah, sister Sophia next.
Yes, sir. Hamidun ahiya lugatun sahlatun. Is your language is the language easy, or is it an easy language?
Yeah. So is it? Yeah. So you can call it as it. Yes.
Is it an easy language?
Yeah.
Muhammadun na'am hiya lugatun sahlatun.
Okay.
Yes, it is an easy language.
Okay. What is the analysis of this?
Naam is I'm not sure of the Arabic word, sir.
Naam is yes. It is just
Yes.
naam. So we keep it as it is. Now we are doing analysis of Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Fi'liya only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Hiya is mubtada. Lugatun is manut as well as khabar,
Okay.
and sahlatun is not of lugatun.
Good. Yeah. Okay. You want to try next one also?
Yes, sir. Hamidun wa hamzatu ma lugatuhu. And Hamza, what is his language?
Okay, good.
Muhammadun, lugatuhul yabaniyatu, wahiya lugatun sa'batun.
Lughatuhul yabaniyatu wahiya lughatun sa'batun. Good.
His language is Japanese, and it is a difficult language.
It is a difficult language. Okay. Can you do the analysis of this?
Yes, sir. Lugatu is mubtada, and mudaf, who is mudaf ilay.
Good.
Al-yabaniyatu is khabar.
Yeah.
Waw is hurf ataf. Hiya is again mubtada.
Yeah.
Lugatun is manut and khabar.
Yes.
And sa'batun is naat of lugatun.
Good, good, good. And also you can like, let's simplify things. So lughatuhu, you can treat it as a mubtada container. This is whole thing is khabar. And in the same way, lughatun sa'batun, you can treat it as a khabar container here also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well done. Okay, so the next is Hamidun. Aina abuka ya Muhammadu? Where is your father, O Muhammad? Abuka, your father. Aina abuka ya Muhammad? Where is your father, O Muhammad? Muhammad says, Abi fil Kuwaiti. My father, Abi means my father, is in Kuwait. Huwa tabibun shahirun. He is famous. He is a famous doctor. Tabibun means doctor. He is a famous doctor. He is a shahirun means famous. Okay, well known, popular. Okay, shahirun means well known, famous, popular. Shahirun. So you can write the meanings if you want to write. So now Abi is, this is what? This is mubtada. Fil Kuwaiti is again jar majrur. So this is mutalik bil khabar. Huwa is again mubtada. Tabibun shahirun is the combination of naat manut, and you can call the whole thing as khabar container. Hamidun. Wa aina ummuka, and where is your mother? Muhammadun. Muhammad says here aydan fil Kuwaiti ma'a abi. She is also, aydan is also, this is just, now we are not going to talk about this. This is masdar. We are not going to talk about this and this because this is out of your scope of book 1. But assume that you have to just keep it as it is. Aydan is means also. Here, aydan fil Kuwaiti. She is also in Kuwait, ma'a abi, with my father. Here, mudarrisatun hunak. She is teacher there. Hunaka means there. Now, hunaka is used in the spoken Arabic. Mostly this word, you will not find it in the Quran, but this is used in spoken Arabic. It is normally referred to as there, over there. Okay. So don't get confused with dhalika. This is hunaka is used in spoken Arabic, and you can call it as there. It means over there. So she is a teacher over there. Now here is again mubtada. Fil Kuwaiti is mutalik bil khabar. Ma'a abi is also mutalik bil khabar. Okay, so you can have several mutalik bil khabar coming. Okay, mutalik ma'a is what? Zarf. So this is, you can have several mutalik bil khabar coming in a sentence. Here again mubtada, mudarrisatun is khabar. Hunaka is again, you can assume that it's out of scope, so we will not talk about it over there. Hamidun, dhahabta ila al-Kuwaiti ya Muhammadu? Did you go to Kuwait, O Muhammad? Dhahabta means did you go to? Dhahabta means you go. Dhahabta ila al-Kuwaiti. Dhahabta, what is fail and what is file here? What is fail and what is file? You can type your answers in chat. What is fail and what is file here? ذهبت. Ta is file. Ta indicates file, which means second person. Anta. Okay. Ta indicates anta. Okay. Did you go to Kuwait, O Muhammad? Muhammadun Naam. Dhahabtu. Yes, I went. Dhahabtu. I went. Dhahaba is fail and I is again file, means I went. To indicates the file. Hamidun. وَزَمِيلُكَ أَيْنَ أَبُوهُ, and your colleague. أَيْنَ أَبُوهُ, where is his father? Muhammadun. Abuhu fil Yabani, his father is in Japan. Huwa tajirun kabirun, he is a big trader. He is a big businessman. He is a big trader. Abuhu is again mudaf mudaf ilayh. Abu is mudaf, hu is mudaf ilayh, and Abu is mubtada, and Abuhu, the whole thing is mubtada container. Fil Yabani is mutaliq bil khabar. Huwa is mubtada. Tajirun kabirun is not manut and is big trader, big businessman. So you can call the whole thing as khabar container. So the question is, it will be zahabtu. Yeah, it is zahabtu. No, not zahabatu. Zahabtu. Zahab. Zahabatu is invalid. Okay, zahabtu. So go back to this practice which I have taken yesterday. You have to keep on practicing that so you will know it. SF Ahmed. Okay. Hamidun. Alaka akhun ya Muhammadun. Ya Muhammadu. Okay. Alaka akhun. Okay, this combination have come. So what I explained to you, when such thing comes laka and it comes as it comes in the beginning and mubtada comes muakhar, in that case this means it gives a sense of have. Okay, have or has. Alaka akhun, do you have brother, O Muhammad? Muhammadun says na'am. Means do, it's a question, huruf istifham. Do you have brother? Yes, that's what it means, Sister Nahida. Muhammad says na'am. Li akhun wahidun, I have one brother. I have. So I told you, I explained this when I was explaining to you explaining you the slides of la harfu jar, and when it comes as mutaliq bil khabar muqaddam, mutaliq bil khabar muqaddam, and when mubtada comes as muakhar, in that case it gives a sense of position and like have or has, this kind of meaning it gives, have or has. So li akhun means I have brother, and akhun wahidun is again what? Not manut. Okay, I have one brother. I have one brother. Ismuhu Usamatu. His name is Usama. Ismuhu is mudaf ilayh. Okay, Ismuhu Usamatu. This is again mubtada. Usamatu is khabar. Wa huwa ma'i huna, and he is here he is with me. Ma'i means with me. Huwa, and he is with me. Huna, here. Fil Madinah Al Munawwarati. He is with me here in Madinah Al Munawwarah. He is with me here in Madinah Al Munawwarah. Now, huwa is again mubtada. Ma'i is what? This is mutaliq bil khabar. Why? Because it is zarf. Okay. Huna is here. Fil madinati al munawwarati. Again, fil madinati al munawwarati is what? Mutaliq bil khabar. And al madinatu al munawwaratu is what? Not manut. I think I'm going to repeat this again tomorrow because time is up. I will repeat this, and I'm going to ask questions on this a lot. Okay, so the time is up. Let's stop it here. We will continue from this sentence again. I want you to participate in this sentence, and I will ask you. There are a lot of questions to ask here. While Madinah Al Munawwarah is both majroor and all those things I'm going to ask you. So be prepared. Read it to the end and try to read the lesson so that you are ready with the answers tomorrow. Inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.